Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Cohn phone. I'm the Cohn. You're the phone. Together, we make a show. I'm not even going to have a preamble today. It's time to get into some Niner talk. Let's get right into it. Chris Lathan, you're the first dude on the show. Hi, Chris.
What's going on, Grant?
What's good? What's good?
Hey, man. I just got to say one thing, man. I saw you and Jesse on the show because I watch you as much as I can. Just got to say one. This is my only thing I got to say. Just two things. This is a rival game. We are rivals. We will always be rivals. And I can prove it to you. For all those people, how did the 49ers get on their platform? What did they do? They beat Dallas in the NFC Championship game all those years ago. And iconic with the catch. And what did the guy tell Joe Montana? You just beat America's team. And what was Joe Montana's reply? Well, you could sit at home and watch Super Bowl with the rest of America. And that's how it started.
That's how it started.
Then
that was 1981.
we began to run rapid through the NFL. Then Dallas got good. And then the next thing you know, they started going back and forth. And then what happened? We traded our best pass rusher over to Dallas, Charles Haley. Flipped the script.
That's right.
We brought in Deion Sanders. Then we won. Then the next thing you know, we continue to win, right? Then T.O. comes in. What does he do? Puts the star, runs right to the star. Right to the star, puts it down. Then the next thing you know, we took one of their players, Ken Norton. Forgot about that one. Then we took Ken Norton. And then both teams kind of went away a little bit. And now that we're back and we're both vying for the Super Bowl. So for those who don't remember, this is definitely rival week. So yes, we are rivals, my man. We are, it's going, and then the past couple of years, we've been knocking them out. So yeah, this is what it is, But my other thing is that I was shocked when we got Gregory. That says a lot about Drake Jackson and Farrell. I don't know. What it seems to me is that we're good with defensive linemen, but we can't really draft corners as well. So, with Thomas out there, that dude, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to win this game. It's a flip in the air. But I like what McCaffrey does and what he brings. Purdy, he looks so calm back there. All of those play fakes that he does, with
how many quarterbacks look more calm and confident than him, right?
Yeah, he just, so I really believe that it's going to be a good game. Are we going to win? I don't know. It doesn't mean as much to us as it does to Dallas because, of course, I look at all the sports shows. Nobody mentions the 49ers. It's all about Dallas. Is Dak going to do this? Can Michael Parsons do this? It's all about everybody else. Right. But what is your prediction? Or are you going to give that later?
I think the Niners win like 23-17. That's usually what it is between these teams.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Dan Quinn's going to do a good job, I feel like. But I feel like so is Steve Wilkes.
Uh-huh.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's my thing with Wilkes.
Yeah.
This is going to be the first. This is the real first test that we've had all year. There is no guarantee. Who have we beaten this year?
You tell me. No one.
Yeah, no one. So I don't know who we're going to be. It's up in the air. I hope that we win. But Pollard is healthy. Last time we played him, Pollard was out. So. In our offensive line, can we keep Brock upright? Is he going to have some more of those 7-step drops? Because Parsons is coming. And if you're smart enough, you just line him right next to McKivitz and let him rush over.
They did that with McGlinchey, right?
Well, is McGlinchey still hovering the sun? Because he got lifted off the planet last time Parsons was there. He checked that boy. I don't. I would have rather us got a, maybe a DB, but if we're going to beat those other teams, we got to have a pass rush if we can't strengthen up the DB side. You know, as what do you think the Dallas's biggest weakness is?
Their quarterback you can't trust, their head coach you can't trust, their run defense, those things.
Oh, wow. That's a whole lot. Well, if that is the case, Christian McCaffrey should go for over 200 in this game. And I think he could, if that run defense is like that, but we need to start rotating them boys because McCaffrey's not going to last. You know,
No, we
I don't
won't.
think
98 touches in 4 games.
Yeah, that's way too much. That's way too much. But I just wanted to give that piece. I know you got a lot of callers out there that want to come in. I know you started a little bit late, but I appreciate the tone and all that good stuff. I love your work, man. So I'm just gonna hop on off and let some other people get on into the show.
Appreciate you, Chris. Have a good one.
All right, you do the same.
All right. AK-49er, what's going on? Then we got Kaiser Ben and 4 Life Niner.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Let me tell you, man, this 49er team feels so much different than last year's and the last couple of years, ever since Brock came in. And just the way Kyle is coached, like, I feel like we figured out our identity this year early on.
Mm-hmm.
So number one, on offense, the identity is get the ball in the hands of the playmakers, McCaffrey, Ayuk, Kittle, Debo, whether it be running or passing, and let them, work their magic. And on defense, the identity is get after the opposing quarterback. And I believe that if we just play our game against Dallas, we should win. No trying to get cute, just play our game. And that's one of the things I've noticed is that this season you're not seeing those highs and lows. We're just being consistent. And that's the key to success in the NFL. I mean, the key to, if you look at most Super Bowl teams in the past, it's usually the most consistent team. Not too many highs, not too many lows. And another thing I noticed is that with Brock, unlike with Jimmy, you had to have Kyle had to always scheme up throws for him, meaning like play action, like these gimmicky type of throws. With Jimmy, like these play action gimmicks. He doesn't have to do that with Brock. He can go to a straight drop back passing game because he knows Brock is going to get it to the right playmakers at the right time, and he trusts Brock's judgment. Have you noticed? Have you noticed the same thing?
I have noticed the same thing. Yes, it's remarkable.
And that's what Kyle is learning to do: is that trust that players win games, not schemes. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I don't see any fancy schemes out there in these first, any fancy, how do I say it? Fancy schemed up plays in these first 4 games. It's just get the ball in the hand of one of these playmakers and let them do the work. Yeah. You continue to do that, we're going to be in really good shape, man.
Well, the interesting thing about Kyle this year, to me, is like I'd written him off. I'd always been like, look, Kyle's really good, but he needs to change a little bit. He's too much into his ego, yada, yada, yada. He's never going to change. He's too old. He's 43 years old. You don't change at 43. I was wrong. I've never been 43. He changed at 43. And I feel like that gives hope for anyone who's 43 or younger and would like to actually change who they are, their character, whatever they stand for.
Yep.
If Kyle Shanahan can do it at 43, so can you. Seriously. I admire Kyle, and I'm cognizant and humble to the fact that I underestimated him.
And there's one more
Life
thing.
is funny.
There's one more thing that you alluded to about like a few years back. I was listening to one of your shows, and it seemed like the Niners took your advice. You mentioned that teams that pay their quarterbacks over like 13% do not win the Super Bowl, and that teams who pay their quarterbacks way less are in a better position.
They were listening. They were listening
to you. And look at Brock. He don't even make 0.13%.
Yeah, I mean, he's the platonic ideal of the cheap quarterback. It's him. Yeah. And all right, AK, finish it up. I got to take some more calls.
Oh, I was saying about the Gregory acquisition. I think the reason for that was about, number one, his speed, and number two, seeing us get cooked by Dobbs on the ground. So I think Gregory's speed will help us against the mobile quarterback.
Someone said, what's in the cup? It's water. AK Niner, thank you very much for coming on the show. I got to keep it pushing. Have a good one.
All right, buddy.
All right, we got Kaiser, Ben, then Joe Worm, Mellow T for Life Niner, who fell behind somehow. I don't know. We got a bunch of people in line. Kaiser.
Let's go, Grant.
What is good?
So I'll keep it short and simple. So I'm going to go with three X factors for tomorrow's game. Cornerback Embry Thomas, right tackle Colt McKivitz, head coach Kyle Shanahan when it comes to us leading in the third or fourth quarter.
Okay.
I'll start off with Kyle. Kyle's a good coach. We all know this already. I think he gets a little too conservative, though. We go up by, say, 10 points. We take the ball out of Brock's hands and feed McCaffrey. That's why McCaffrey gets so many carries. He's a great running back.
Yeah.
But he gets most of his carries in conservative time.
Yeah.
It's a possibility that McCaffrey could get injured from that, too. That's another thing I don't like. I think
that's looming over the whole season.
Yeah. So we know Charvarius Ward is going to be on CeeDee Lamb, of course. But Brandon Cooks is going to play a big factor in this game, I think. Embry Thomas gives up a lot of deeps, gives up a lot. He blows coverage pretty often. I don't view him as our cornerback going into the future at all. I prefer Oliver over him. I even prefer Womack over him. And Quantrez Knight, I think we should have kept him over Embry Thomas. I think he was better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree. Embry Thomas, I'm sorry, I'm not sure exactly why. I know why he's on the team because they drafted him in the 3rd round. Yep. Same draft as Trey Lance and Trey Sermon.
They're already known for their bad draft pick as it is. I mean, they better thank God Brock Purdy stepped up to the plate and came through. Because that's the Niners GM in them for you. That's their drafting's good, but I don't know. These last couple years hasn't been really it.
Ain't been it. Nope. Hey, though, they got Talanoa. This last draft, man, and plus Drake Jackson, they just had to replace him.
Yep.
I don't know.
I think the Gregory trade was good. Drake Jackson had one great game against the Steelers. His pressures were there, but he was getting helped a lot. I mean, most of the other players were bringing pressure, and Kenny Pickett had to roll out, and Jackson would get the sack. I mean, I think Gregory helps a lot. I do. I think he'll step up to the plate for us, and I think having Randy Gregory now will lead to Nick Bosa producing a little more.
I feel you. I would think so because Nick Bosa, part of it is all the attention is going. There's plays where he's triple teamed. There's the tight end at the back, and you got to have someone taking advantage of that one-on-one over there. And it was Drake Jackson for a minute, but now it's not.
Yep, and I think that's exactly why we brought in Gregory. Jackson's good, but he's not that guy that brings that stability towards the other side of Bosa.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy and stay clean, his history.
That's all he has to do. I mean, he hasn't had many sacks in his career, but I personally think the Niners D-line is a lot better than Dallas's, and I think he's getting put into a better situation.
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, dude, if he's talented, if you can't produce next to these guys, there's something wrong with you, and that's why I think the Niners looked at Drake dude.
Look at their corners. If their corners can play well, anybody can play well on this team.
Yeah, straight up. Kaiser, thank you very much.
See you, Grant.
See it. Prayers for the families in Israel, says Frank Tom Ocean. Certainly. Bosa's burner says, I love how violently Gregory plays. Should be fun. Yeah, agree. All right, Ben. Then Joe Worm. Joe, you got to turn your camera on, though. I get scared people that don't have their cameras on. I don't know what's going to happen. So you got to turn your camera on. There you go, Jerm. You're next, Joe. Ben's first. What's up, Ben?
What's up, G?
What's up, G?
Do you think Shanahan is going to be able to not kick himself in the ass if it comes to that in a big game? Do you think his coaching has progressed since his big opportunities that he shit the bed or pooped the bed? Sorry.
We'll see, right? Because his whole thing he's been great until the big games. So, it just feels like the guy he was when he gave up those big leads. I don't think he's that guy anymore. He's so committed to his run game and his short passing game, and he actually trusts his quarterback now.
And
the
their
quarterback
stats.
actually can move a little bit, unlike Matt Ryan and Jimmy Garoppolo. Like,
Yeah. We haven't
Yeah.
seen a quarterback run a system that he was happy with, I don't think, since up until Purdy, you know? It's
yeah,
so much talent. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think he can pull it off, though, hopefully, because he's called good games so far. We'll see how he does against Dallas. But, yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
baby.
keep killing it.
All right, man. Good to see you. Sean says the Niners should trade for Jimmy Ward and put him at corner. Yeah, he'd love to do that, right? Joe Worm.
Hey, Grant, what's going on?
Nice to meet you, man.
Good to meet you too. I appreciate you getting back to my email.
Thank you. That was a really, really nice email. I really appreciate it.
So I'm gonna make 2 quick points. I gotta give you and Coach props because it was like a week ago. You guys are like, if somebody made a video breaking down Bosa's film, they'd kill it. And then you're like, hey, you want to make
Let's
a
do it.
film about Bosa's video? But I
Yeah.
really loved that video because you guys really showed how the lack of pressures isn't the whole story. That there's a lot more to it, and
Yeah.
and I thought that was really nuanced and well done. But the bigger point, I kind of want to like zoom out for a minute from Cowboys week and kind of think big picture. One of the things I think that's really cool about the way Kyle Shanahan is growing is that like he finally seems like he has a quarterback that he knows is
Right.
smart enough to understand what he wants him to do. And
Yeah.
it's just, I think the whole league forgets how young Brock Purdy is. That this guy's practically a rookie, and no rookie
Yeah.
has ever done this. And you think back, like Drew Brees wasn't Drew Brees until he was, and like
Right.
the stability of having an offensive coordinator. You talk about this a lot, right? The idea of the great thing about an offensive head coach is your system never has to change. And if you think about the quarterbacks who had the same offensive coach for like a decade, if you think of like Peyton Manning, or if you think of Drew Brees with Sean Payton, or you think of Joe Montana with Bill Walsh. Not that, I mean, Kyle Shanahan's not those coaches yet, and Brock Purdy's not that quarterback yet.
Yeah.
But imagine 2-3 years from now, if when they're installing offense, Brock understands the design as well as Kyle does, and they're
Yeah.
making the offense together. It's
Yeah.
exciting to think about what it could be, and it might not ever be that, but it's cool to think what it might be.
It is extremely cool to think what it might be. I mean, because that's sort of like how Joe Montana and Bill Walsh got to be, right? They grew together
Exactly.
for years, 7-8 years. Well, longer than that. So maybe. I mean, it's going to be interesting with Brock is to see, like, will they give him the big contract and will he be worth it? Because right now it's like he's a really good quarterback, but on this team making his amount of money. And, I feel like this happened to Russell Wilson. Won a
Right.
Super Bowl. Then he got paid. The team sort of fell apart. And it was like, all right, man, carry the team. And he was like, not really that good. But I don't know. I mean, maybe Brock is.
And we got a couple years to find out. We got a couple more years of this rookie salary before he will or won't get paid. And it's like, let's just enjoy the ride while it is. And I think what I'm really excited about for Sunday night's game is Brock gets to see the Cowboys again. He every single time it looks like there's something he struggles with, the very next game he does better at it. So I'm just really excited to see how he does against Dan Quinn's defense the second time.
I agree. Like, does Dan Quinn improve against Brock or does Brock improve against Dan Quinn? Maybe the second. I'm expecting the second.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate
Joe.
you, Grant.
Good to meet you. Take care. Talk to you soon. Mellow T.
Hey, what's going on, Grant?
Going on? How you doing?
How's it going? I got a couple questions for you.
Sure.
What do you think about these? We can trade for these two guys. They're from the Washington Commanders. The cornerback is Kendall Fuller, and the edge player Chase Young. Because of the fact that they're not picking up, the Commanders are not picking up Chase Young's fifth-year option.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking to myself, they're basically going to give up on him. We can get him for a third, and he's better than what we do have. That's side by Bosa.
Well, I mean, they just traded for Randy Gregory, man. So I'm thinking that they're going to give him a chance.
Yeah.
But like, there's still another 3 weeks before the trade deadline or whatever. And if he doesn't work out or he gets hurt or what, they could always go for Chase Young. But I think they went for the cheaper option first.
Oh yeah. Chase Young, you're definitely going to give up a third for him.
Yeah.
Maybe a second. It depends.
They made that choice. What do you think of Randy Gregory?
Randy Gregory, he really didn't product much. He didn't do any production, really,
Yeah, right.
His pressures were basically around 5 this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
He really hasn't done much, but on top of that, the front 7 of Denver is garbage.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what he does with the Niners. He's got Hargrave and he's also got Armstead, over there helping him out. So let's see what Randy Gregory can do with the Niners. But I really doubt he's going to do something. His best season was what, 9 sacks?
6 or something like that. I mean, he has like 19 and a half in his career.
Well, let's see what he can do. That's all I got to say about Randy Gregory. I'm not sold on him whatsoever, to be honest.
Me either, Melo T. Thanks for calling in.
All
I'll
right.
see you next time. All right. Zion. What's up, Zion?
What's up, Grant?
What's up, man? All right. There's Zion. Okay. Jaden.
Hey.
How you doing, Jaden? It's been a minute. Hey.
It has been a minute. How are you doing, my guy?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing well. I got a new jersey. I don't know.
Oh. Man, I like your haircut too. You're looking swell.
Thank you, my guy. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I got a few things to talk about. For one, how crazy is Brock Purdy going right now? I love it. It's
crazy.
Awesome. What do you think? Like, how much passing yards do you think he'll finish the year with? I'm saying 37 plus.
Yeah, I think so. I think 4,000.
4,000. Wow. Okay. I'm taking that as your bold prediction. Okay. And then I was kind of thinking this yesterday because I was watching the Bears game, right? They kind of lost all their running backs. The Niners kind of have a lot of running backs. Do you think it would be possible, like, if we did a trade if Randy Gregory doesn't work out in this next few weeks, do you think it would be possible we trade a running back to the Bears for like a defensive lineman or an outside linebacker or something like that?
I think so. Who would you target?
I honestly don't know who is on the line, but I know that they got some good players on there because I feel like Chicago always has a decent D-line. And it doesn't hurt trying to look at some of the players they have, like especially if it can benefit the Niners in the long run. Like if we can get to the Super Bowl because our defense and our offense is clicking at the same pace, that would be awesome. Because I feel like personally that the defense is going a little bit slower than the offense. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's been evident, I feel, in the past few games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's been something else, man. It's been something else.
Yeah.
And then
anything else in your mind?
Let me think. I think okay. So obviously this isn't Niner stuff. Mm-hmm. Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane just went crazy 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, they did.
Do you think the Niners were looking at Raheem Mostert like, fuck? Or do you think they were like, we never needed that guy? Or do you think they looked at him at all after that game?
I don't see how they let Mostert get away. He wanted to come back. They just let him go to Miami. There's like no attempt to bring him back. I think that was crazy to me.
Yeah, it was very out of the blue for me too, because he was my favorite running back at one point. He
was great, man. I mean, what he did in the NFC Championship game is legendary.
It very much was, and then he had that crazy game on whatever last Sunday, the Sunday before last. I mean, and now he's just being overlooked again because I feel like that's his career. He has flashes of greatness and then he doesn't.
Yeah. He's been healthy with Miami this year, though. But anyway, Jaden, I got to take more calls, man. You're looking really good, though.
Thank you. I appreciate it, sir. You have a good day, man.
Take care. All right, Zach Hernandez and JC, then For Life Niner.
Dude, what's up, man? How are you?
Dude, it's been a minute. How you doing?
I know, doing well, man. First thing I want to ask is how do you feel about our chances this season in comparison to like previous seasons? Because for me, I don't, at this point in my life, like I don't get overly confident for the Niners anymore because it always ends in disappointment. Mm-hmm. But this season, I do have a little bit more just because we see, Brock Purdy, we have a quarterback who Kyle seems like he really likes and someone that really can work his system really well. And Christian McCaffrey too. I think he's so ridiculously valuable to the offense. But how do you feel about our chances this season for a Super Bowl in comparison to previous seasons?
I think it's their best chance. I mean, Purdy's such a better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's start right there. That's a huge deal. And Christian McCaffrey's way better. I'm sorry, he's better than Raheem Mostert was. And Ayuk's better than Emmanuel Sanders was. And Javon Hargrave's just about as good as DeForest Buckner was. And Randy Gregory might be better than D Ford was because D Ford was never healthy. So, yeah, man. I mean, Travarius Ward's better than old Richard Sherman was. That's how I feel.
Yeah. No, I'm the same exact way, dude.
Nick Bosa just has to arrive.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened yet there, but I don't have, I don't have any doubts. I think he'll be able to figure it out. But yeah, like I said, I don't get too confident in these guys anymore just because, we've seen this before, start off 4-0. I mean, we did in 2019, but Kyle ends up choking it. But I do have a different type of confidence just because I do think this team is the best that we've had. But also I want to know, how do you feel about a Christian McCaffrey MVP season, dude? Do you think it's possible?
I do. I mean, it's like I mean, in the NBA, the MVP goes to the best player in the best team usually.
Yep.
And I mean, if you do it that way in the NFL, who's the best player in the best team? McCaffrey. And what he's doing, I mean, he could lead the league this year if he stays healthy. He could lead the league in touches, yards from scrimmage, touchdowns from scrimmage, all that. So, and Mahomes isn't having that year. I don't know that there's a quarterback. I mean, honestly, the top rated quarterback right now is Purdy. Yeah, so if that continues, then that just makes a bigger case for McCaffrey, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Honestly, I don't think there's a quarterback right now that's really running away with it or showing that they really deserve MVP. They're kind of all close to each other at the top, and McCaffrey's just right there. I think he's at this point. I think he is the MVP, but I hope they'll be able to give it to him, dude, because I know they love the whole quarterback thing. They just love to give it to the QBs, but I think McCaffrey totally deserves it. But might deserve it. You know what I mean? But right on, dude. Good stuff. You think we win this weekend?
I do. By about 6. Yeah. I do.
Cool.
Right on, man. Good to see you, Zach.
Stuff. Right on, man. See you soon, man.
Peace. JC, what's up, man?
How's it going, man? Well,
how you doing?
Oh, good. I'm really enjoying watching 49er football, but man, when I wasn't a big fan of Kyle Shanahan, during the summer. He's doing better, and it keeps giving me hints that he's learning something. I mean, he started to spread the ball around a little bit, and then, bam, CMC got 29 touches.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, I love watching him play. I like watching him hit them deep balls, this last time. He didn't miss 3.
He
hit him.
Oh, how could you not enjoy watching Brock Purdy play football? He's a lot of fun.
And it just, Colton McKivitz and Burford. Man, they scared the hell out of me. I mean,
yeah.
The right side there. That's what happened last year, and Kyle hasn't faced anybody what's his name, Parsons?
Parsons? Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be hell on that right side. I'm afraid for Purdy. But he gets rid of the ball quick, so maybe he can avoid it, Maybe he learned. But if CMC and Purdy go down, I don't know. As good as everybody else is, I don't know that there's anybody, Sam Darnold stepping in for Purdy isn't going to be Purdy. But it's fun watching football, though. I hope, Shanahan seems to be learning, maybe he has learned some humility and, a few tricks. Wilkes, I hope he starts bringing something out rather than just, all right, you 4 guys go that way. There's not much imagination to his pass rush, so.
Not yet, but I'm from his perspective, whatever.
Yeah, he's just starting. So, and they've done enough to win. And I like that.
Yeah.
So, but I just want to say that, that I'm behind the Niners. I'm a Niners fan. I love seeing them win. I hope they stay healthy, and I think they could go all the way if they stay healthy.
I think so, too.
All right, man. It's good being on the show again.
All right, man. Take care. For Life 9, are you there? All right, man. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Grant? What's going on, bro?
Man, one day at a time. How you doing?
Oh man, another day, another blessing. Hey,
Hell yeah.
I gotta I ain't worried about these dull ass Cowboys. I just got one concern, bro, is our right
tackle.
Yeah, come on now. He's
Right
looking sus
guard,
out
right
there.
tackle,
He's
either one.
he's
Yes.
looking sus.
It's gonna be a big week for him.
And you know, number 11 on them dull ass Cowboys, you know, he don't want 71. He don't want 71. I don't think he wants that.
68. He wants 68.
He wants 68. So that being said, like let's pay attention to that side, bro. Like that's gonna be something that I know that the Niners are prepared for. So how do you think if number 11 is rushing on the right side, how you think Purdy is gonna be throwing the ball in Shanahan's scheme?
I mean, they better be rolling him to the left because if he gets, I mean, I don't want to see that elbow get hit again, you know?
I don't either, bro. I don't want to repeat. I don't, bro. It's scandal. That's scandalous, bro.
That's not what you want. Yeah.
But
so we'll see. But that's the key to the game right there.
Real business. Hey, another thing, you know, it's off topic, but hey, imagine this though. McCaffrey makes a touchdown, right? And he runs to the middle of the field and places the ball on the SF, bro. That would be crazy.
That would be way too crazy. That'd be funny as hell. They should do that.
That's a statement right there, bro. That's a statement right there, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
25 years in the making.
Everybody prepare for something weird to happen that's going to be in history. Real business.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, Grant.
Later. Zach Rivero. And then Papa Phil. And then Jaleel.
Hey, what's up, Grant?
What's popping, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. Just want to say big fan of the show, man. Love you and your dad. It's my first time calling in, but
all right.
Just wanted to say, like, for tomorrow, you know, I'm not so worried about us losing just because we really don't have much to prove. The Cowboys are the ones that want this the most. And, you know, the only thing that I think about, because everybody's talking about Niners in the Super Bowl, I think it's our year. I honestly feel like this is the year, kind of like the window's closing. But the thing that worries me the most is Purdy after a loss. We've only ever seen him win, you know, and I feel like if he loses, how does he bounce back from that? Is he going to crumble? Kind of like how Nick Mullins, we thought Nick Mullins was like almost like Purdy, like he was winning games, but then he loses and then he kind of just falls apart and like look where he's at now. So that's the thing with Purdy is like, I know he's great, know his confidence is up, but what happens when he loses? Like tomorrow, he can easily throw like 2 interceptions just because Cowboys defense is just monstrous, you know, and they're gonna be blitzing the crap out of the Niners. So, you know, yeah, that's kind of my biggest concern there. But yeah,
true.
But yeah, no, I don't want to take time from your other callers, man. But I just want to say thanks for.
Are you driving?
Yeah,
all right, Zach. I gotta let you go, man. Be careful. All right, Papa Phil, you gotta put out whatever you're smoking, and C Diggy, you gotta pull over. And whoever does either one of those things first can come on the show. But I can't have drivers and I can't have smokers because this is a family show, and I don't condone texting and driving or streaming and driving or smoking in general because drugs are bad. Okay. Jaleel, you get to go first, and then Papa Phil and C Diggy can get their lives together. So disappointed in both of you. What's up, Jaleel?
Yo, what's good with you, man? Good to see you, Grant.
How you doing, dog?
Hey, I'm all right, playing the game. Hey, how was when you went to the Super Bowl in 2019? How was that experience? Like, was it everything different? Like when you went there?
What do you mean?
Like business. Like I can imagine business wasn't just usual business because of the Super Bowl weekend. You know what I'm saying? Going to the game. Like how was that?
There's a whole week of media availability that's crazy. Like all those players at those little booths and like hundreds of media people fighting for questions. It's hard.
Okay, I got you. Got you. Let me see what I'm talking about first. Hey, I'm proud of Kyle. It seemed like Kyle learning, man. Like I think KC or JC, somebody said that. Kyle learning, man. It seemed like Kyle learning. Kyle dialing up those plays, man. I was out on Kyle this offseason. But
Yeah.
hello? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was froze up, my bad. I was out on Kyle this offseason. Kyle calling up, man. I'm trying to I'm a fan of the team, but I'm not like how most fanboys are and just say, oh, we 4-0, we're going to Super Bowl. I'm just living in the moment, but I'm not a prisoner of the moment because like this happened too many times. But man, I said this on Ryan's show the other day too. Man, my fear is that if we do go to Super Bowl, it might be a possibility. Uh, if we go and if we lose, or not even if we go Super Bowl, if we make a run for it, right? And when we fall short, we can't. It's unfair to blame it on Brock. You know what I'm saying? He's the second year in the league, bro. And like it's a cool story with everything he's doing. And I'm still critical of all our players, but I'm not that like my expectations for this year. It's not to go to Super Bowl, man. I'm just be honest with you, man. It's not like I see we 4-0, man, but I'm not that believer right now. I'm just
Yeah.
not, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty level headed. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. We can't blame Brock, man. I'm critical of Brock. I'm critical of everybody, but we can't blame Brock if and when it happens. But hopefully we do the thing. It's a weird NFL season this season, man.
Weird. Super weird, man. Jaleel,
Yeah.
I gotta take some more calls though, man. Put some
Oh, yeah.
pants on. Good to see you, dude. Some pants on. C Diggy, then Papa Phil, then Jonathan Boy. What's up, C Diggy? I know you got places to
Grant
go.
Cohn, what's going on?
Man, I'm chilling, dude. How you doing?
Chilling. Hey man. Hey, look. Appreciate everything you do, man.
Appreciate
You
you.
giving us content all through the summer, keeping us connected to the team. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
jumping in it, Grant. What is the energy of the 49ers coming into this game? What is the energy? What have you seen? What do you feel like they've been taking this?
Ultimate confidence. Ultimate confidence. Ultimate confidence.
Now, do you think that can be a bad thing?
I mean,
in a sense of
overconfidence.
Overconfidence. You know, we can't come out and take this game lightly. This game, you know, I was listening to you like always, but you were saying who does it mean the most to? Who does this game mean the most to? And a lot of people feel like it means the most to the Cowboys because if they can't get over the hump, how can they face us, you know, later on feeling confident? But if we were to lose this game, that would give them confidence that later on down the line, they can carry on into where, hey, look, we beat the Niners. And everybody's been picking this team to go. And we just beat them. We are the team. We are the team. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? So I don't want them to come. I want them just coming in ready to handle business. Ready to handle business. You get me?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I feel like this is Kittle's game. I feel like this is Kittle's game. Primetime game. He's the last person that they're thinking about shutting down. You know, it seems like everybody like, oh, we got to shut down CMC and we got to shut down IU. You know, I think Kittle, Debo, you know, I don't know how Debo feeling, but I think Kittle and Debo are going to be the keys to this game. What you think about it? What you think about it?
Kittle's a big game player. He hasn't done much in a couple of weeks. I think it's time.
Right.
I mean, he was good against the Giants, man. I think it's time.
It's time for him to have ultimate game. You know,
I agree.
Catches, yards, TDs, all of the above. It's his time. Wilkes. Little concerning. Do you think this is the game where he bring the corners up and let them lock on to the receivers to give the line time to do their thing?
No.
That can move, but he's not known for moving. So you just think that's not.
I don't think he trusts whoever's covering CeeDee Lamb, man. He's gonna back off.
So you think he gonna back off on CeeDee Lamb? And Ward, what's going on? His heel or something? He he
I don't even
gimpy or
know.
something?
I don't even know.
I think I seen something on a report where they were saying his heel, he like didn't
Oh
rack
yeah,
up.
his whole it is his heel for sure. Yeah, something that's been nagging him for a while.
So that could be key too to not coming up, playing that
Yeah,
bump and run. So I'm like, if we want this line to produce, we got to give him some time. We gotta get him some time to hit home. And we know
agreed.
Dak get a little bit like Jimmy. He get to moving around because he wants to throw ultimately.
He does.
So
He does.
we need Wilkes to kind of tighten it up. So and the new addition, man, what's his name from
Who?
Denver?
Randy Gregory? Randy
Gregory. Yeah,
Gregory? Randy
yeah.
Gregory?
Do you think he plays
He's
in
not
this?
playing. They already said.
Not playing.
They already said.
I already put it out there.
Unfortunately.
Put it down.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right, C
Okay.
Diggy, man. I gotta take some more calls. It's always a pleasure, man. Go do what you gotta do.
For sure. For sure. All
All right.
right,
All right, man.
Grant.
Take care. All right, we got Papa Phil, then we got Jonathan Boyd, then we got Jay Bird who's dancing in his room. He's looking like he's having a great day. But it's gonna be a little while, Jay Bird. You gotta wait. Papa Phil, he been waiting. What's up?
What's up? What's up? How you doing, Grant?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
It's a
What's up?
pleasure
What's up?
to really meet you, like with the virtual man. It's my first call in.
Nice
Salute.
to meet you, man.
You know what
Salute.
I mean? I want to thank you for everything that you do. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you, man. Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard. He's married. So let's take that off the table. No homo. Pause. But yeah, just know that you like groundbreaking, bro. It's like all of the. I was just watching Larry and the coach, like because of you. You know what I mean? Like you put a lot of
Hey,
people.
man, I gotta go. I'm really sorry, man. I gotta go and I gotta end the show. I have an emergency. I gotta go. Sorry, man. Take care. All the best. Show's over, guys. I'm really sorry. I can't take your super chats. I'm out. Goodbye.